Okay, good morning, and you're on to grade 10 mathematics. It's been a very long while, coupled with post-COVID and resuming and things like that. But having said that, it's good to be back in business, hence my outfit looking very, very formal and corporate. But we'll go straight into business by trying to look at the just concluded the just concluded NECO 2020 JS3 exam, which is really the required protocol to begin a new grade 10 class. We've solved from question 1 to 40 on paper 1. So today we'll take off from question 41 and see how far we can go. All right. Now, for 41, we are told that if the area of a right angle triangle with base 3 cm is 66 centimeters squared, find its height. Now, the area of triangle is given as half base times height. Base being b, height being h. So we can say that half base times height will be equal to what? The area. Call that A subscript T. So if that is in place, we can say that half times 3 times the height h will be equal to 66, and then I can divide here by 3. Divide here by 3, I'll get 22, meaning that h over 2 will be equal to 22, and h will be equal to 2 times 22, which will be 44 centimeters. Talking about the height, and that option would have been C. All right, let's look at question 42. In question 42, we are told that the radii of two similar beakers are 3 and 4 cm. If the volume of the smaller one is 27 centimeter cube, find the volume of the bigger one. This is testing your knowledge of linear scale factor, area scale factor, and volume scale factor. Scale factors are essentially expressed as ratios. So for linear, if you take two measurements, A and B, of two different material, to be A is to B. So area will be what? A squared is to B squared. And volume will be what? A cubed to what? B cubed. Right, so that takes care of the scale factors described. Now, it could mean that since our focus is on the volume scale factor, the ratio of the small one, let's assume that we're using the small one as A and the big one as B. So the ratio of the small one, which is 3 squared, 3 cubed rather, over 4 cubed, will be equal to the volume of the big one, volume of the small one, sorry, over the volume of the big one. So I put a tick sign there. So what do you do? This will be 27 over 64 equal to 27 over link. Now, when we cancel, when we want to cancel across equality, denominator will go with denominator. And in this format, the denominators can be what? Equated. So it means that pink will be equal to 64 centimeter cube. And that answer will essentially be D. So that's for question 42. Now what about 43? In question 43, we are told that using 4-figure table, find the value of cos 60 degrees. What is cos 60 degrees? Cos 60 degrees essentially is equal to what? 0.5. This is something you should know and memorize. And that answer will be what? C. Right with that. It will be D rather. That answer will be D. It says find the volume of a cone. The volume of any cone is given as 1/3 pi r squared h, which is say a third of the volume of any cylinder. So if you know the volume of the formula for looking for the volume of a cylinder, just divide it by 3, and that's what the volume of a cone will be. This is radius, this is what height. So it means 1/3 times 22/7, which is 5, times, we are trying to look for the times radius, which is giving us what? 9 squared, times the height, which is giving us what? 14. Now take note that the vertical height talked about there. Take note that the vertical height talked about there is the height of the cone. So with that in place, what you're going to have equal to the volume. So the volume of cone will now be equal to what? 1/3 times 22/7 times 9 squared times what? 14. So what do you do? Open up this one. Although this will go with this 1 rather. This will go with this, you have 2. Now this will be 1/3 times 22 times 61 times 2. 3 here will give me 1, 3 here will give me 27. So what do we have? We have 11 times 2, which is 22, times 2 times 27. This one, you multiply this, and you have 11 times 108. And when you solve further, what you're going to get to be 188 centimeter cube. And that answer obviously will be what? D. So the answer to 44 will be D. What about 45? We are told to find the area of a right-angled triangle whose base is what? 3 cm and height is what? 4 cm. Now, area of triangle, the area of triangle will be equal to what? Half the base times the height. What then is the base? The base is giving us what? 3. And the height is giving us 4. So we can cancel 2, 1. And that will be 3 times 2, which will be what? 6 centimeter squared. So the answer is what? E. Okay, so we will continue by going to question 46. And in question 46, in 46, we are given what is called a parallelogram. So, more like this. And for a parallelogram, we know that this is what we expect to see. And we are given the side, this is 14 cm, and this is 9 cm. Now, a quick reminder here of the basic properties of a parallelogram. We know that opposite sides are equal, so this will also be 14 cm. We know that these two sides are equal, so this will also be 9 cm. So what then is the perimeter? So the perimeter of a parallelogram will simply be add up everything you have. That will be 9 plus 14 plus 9 plus 14. In that order, 9 plus 14 plus 9 plus 14. So this will give me 23 plus 23, and that will give me 46 centimeters. So in that exam arrangement, that question would have been B. Option B would have been the correct answer. So what about question 48, 47? In 47, we are told to calculate the radius of a circle whose area is 105 154 centimeters squared. Calculate the radius of a circle whose area is what? 154 centimeters squared. Now we know that area of circle is equal to pi r squared. So in this setup, pi is 22/7, and the radius is given as okay. We don't know the radius. The radius is not known, but we know pi. We know the area to be 154. So what do? We try to cancel out. Now look at this. 2 can go here, I have 11. 2 can go here, I have what? 77. 11 can go here, I have 1. 11 can go here, I have what? 7. So what that means is that 7 will be equal to what? R squared over 7. I'm using this approach with the assumption that maybe in the examination hall you have forgotten how to do your change of subject formula. So from here, R squared will now be equal to 7 times what? 7. So R squared means arrow times arrow, and that will be equal to 7 times 7. When you're finding the square roots, when you're looking for the square roots, what you do, when you're looking for the square roots, what you do is to pair and pick one, you pair again and pick one. So that means that the answer radius will be equal to what? 7 cm. And that answer will be option C. That option will be answer will be what? C. Okay, so we're done 47, so let's go to 48. In question 48, we are told to find, or rather, if the area scale factor of two similar shapes is 49 and is to what? 121. Determine their linear scale factor. If the area scale factor of two similar shapes is 49 is to 121, determine their linear scale factor. Now, area scale factor is always treated as a squared is to b squared. And it is derived from your understanding of what your linear scale factor is. Mean that your linear scale factor is from a is to b. So how do we move from square to the ordinary number? We need to look for the square root. So we can also say that this one is as saying the square root of what? A squared is to the square root of what? B squared. And according to the question, we are told that this is 49 is to 121. 49 is to 121. So what does that give us? What's the square root of 49? That will be 7. And what's the square root of 121? That will be 11. So if the area scale factor is defined as 49 is to 121, it will follow that the linear scale factor will be what? 7 is to 11. And that option obviously will be what? Okay, so that takes care of that. Let's look at question number 49. It says, find the volume of a cylinder of radius 6 cm and height 14 cm. Find the volume of a cylinder of radius 6 cm and height 14 cm. So what do we know? We know that arrow or radius is what? 6 cm. Now the height talked about here is the perpendicular height. So we know that volume of cylinder, any cylinder, will be what? Pi r squared h. Pi r squared h. And with that, this will mean that pi will be 2/7. Radius is what? 6 squared times. What is height? 14. This will divide this, I'll get 1. This will divide this, I'll get 2. So what you have now is what? 22 times 36 times 2. So this will be what? 22 times what? 72. And I can simplify that to 11 times the 2 I have here. Well, let me spread it out. Remember that I work with the philosophy of not using calculators. So I always try to simplify such that I can avoid using the what? Calculators. So this will be 11 times 144. And if you do your maths very well, 144 times 11 will simply be 144, 144. And that will give me 1584. So that answer will be what? What will that answer be? That answer will be 1554 centimeter cube. So the volume of the cylinder will be what? 1584 centimeter cubed. All right, so go to question 50. In question 50, we are asked to look for DC. Now let's look at the figure. This question is testing your knowledge of what? Similar triangles. Let's increase the triangle a little more. Right, so we have D, we have B, we have C. Now, take note of the marking of the angles. You have Q, you have R, and you have P. This is 15. This is 9. And you're told that this is what? 6 here. All right. Now, in looking at this figure, this is similar to this. But you really need to look at the position of the angles. Look at the position of the angles. Now look at this one. It's also equal to this one. So if you look at this figure very well, you will see that triangle PQR is similar to triangle. Now be careful when you're naming this. You have to be very careful when you're naming this. P, 1 marker to 2 marker to no marker. So in that symbol you will name this to 1 marker to 2 marker to no marker. So that will be what? D, C, B. This one move in this order, this one move in this order. So by that similar arrangement, if you look at this carefully, PQ, there is something we should know about similar triangle. The sides bear a ratio to themselves. So it means that PQ over DC, look at it, 1 marker, 2 marker, 1 marker, 2 marker, is equal to PR over 1 angle, 1 marker, no marker, 1 marker, no marker. That will be what? BD equal to what? 2 markers, no marker. QR over 2 markers, 1 marker. That will be what? BC. So what are we looking for? We're looking for DC. So that will be 15 over DC equal to what? QR 9 over BC 6. So what does that give you? DC will be equal to 15 times 6 divided by 9. So we'll cancel out. 3 here will give me 3. 3 here will give me 5. 3 here will give me 1. 3 here will give me 2. So this essentially will be what? 10 cm. So that answer will be what? B. That answer will be what? B.